I've been like rethinking your whole past experience with them, and it's shaken your foundation. You might have seen them as somebody who offered like security and stability and presence, and now you are rethinking like, was I really safe with this person? And then mad at yourself even for feeling like maybe you missed something. Like you pride yourself in um, understanding like uh, having boundaries, having consistency, not taking what anyone is going to give you. But it feels like you recently discovered this information, and it's like right under your nose. Like this this behavior pattern. It seems like this person has been in some form deceiving you or manipulating you. I'm hearing gaslighting, or like they're joking, or they just kind of like are making you think certain things, and you can't decide if it's been malicious this whole time, or if they have known what they're doing, or if they don't know. I'm getting that it's bringing up like this has been a long-standing pattern for you with people, which is also unsettling to you. I What I'm getting is that you need to accept yourself, because you were meant to find out this information right now. You were ready for it. You've been doing preparation for this. You've been climbing out of some kind of hole or dark period of your life in some way. Maybe you've been overcoming addictions or anxiety, or things have kind of reached a point where you feel like, in some ways, you're getting a handle on other areas of your life. Maybe you recently joined a group that is for self development. Maybe you went to therapy. Maybe you've been working through a book or some program to help you, and has provided enough stability for now this new information to come to you. And so it has, and it's really putting you in this hangman energy. Like you um you are having to pause and kind of like reorient, and and you're like, what was this whole relationship built on? I feel like there's a strong message again that you need to accept yourself, that you've done nothing wrong. In some ways you were programmed to be in this cycle, repeating cycle. It's a karmic cycle, and sometimes we get we're our original operating system is influenced by parents, a religious society or a community that we're involved in, even like extended family that has really impactful um, presence in our lives. And you were kind of like, you were primed for this. And so this cycle that you see, as you're reflecting this current new relationship where you're looking at it through different eyes, you're realizing that there's been other relationships that have kind of mirrored a similar pattern, but you thought that this person, maybe it was your partner, maybe it was your mother, maybe it was your father, like actually in this subtle way was doing the same pattern. And you now are facing like this karmic cycle, the shadow side. And it does involve deception. And that is a really tough pill to swallow, because this person was safety for you. When you've had other things that haven't felt safe, this person has felt safe. So you are dealing with the feelings of betrayal, and kind of like it's very off-putting, it's very unsettling. You don't know, like, you don't it's weird, because you, at the same time you have clarity, it's also very cutting, and it's also making you second guess everything else. Like you have this new clarity, and with this new piece of information, you're having to go back and like run it through your intuition, run it through what happened, other relationships, other pattern, other things. But ultimately, this is leading to victory. I see the victory card. I also see, this is the I Ching. I have roots in Taoism, and I'm not going to say what my profession is, but this is understanding the infinite. This is number 52. And you are kind of learning from going into the dark, the shadow side. You've gone into the underworld, and you're coming out, and it is a repeating pattern. But each time you repeat the cycle, the circle, 43 is significant. 143. I love you, like from the divine, each time you are going in this vicious circle, it's actually like you're evolving, you're up leveling. But this recent discovery of this person um, not being what they seem to have been uh, is really throwing you off. So I'm going to get another card here. What does the collective need to know? I feel like my own energy is feeling anxious. Like you feel really unsettled by this, and you are looking for anywhere where you can find answers. Like, what the heck? What is this? I got the Knight of Pentacles. So this is going to be a slow moving process. You are going to have clarity, but you are the Hanged Man. You are you're going to be taking incremental steps on the bottom of the deck. It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for you coming in, and it's a new spiritual beginning. I feel like it's a new, when you emerge, which you are going to, but you're going to have to feel this. This is not, I feel like you're somebody who moves through things pretty quickly. Like you see a problem, you identify like a behavior, and you're like, I'm on it, I'm going to change it. But this one, and that's a great quality, but sometimes you can't rush through the process. You can't like spiritually bypass, skip over. So part of accepting yourself, like take a deep breath, because like I feel like we need to slow down. This is the energy that I've been feeling, like almost a frantic. And yeah, it's actually really, you're grieving. And you need to slow down to feel that and accept your process in this, and that you don't have to figure it out quickly, like what to do with this person. Sometimes when we realize we're betrayed, we, especially even if it's subtle, like this might have not been like a level 10 overt betrayal where somebody, just stole your money, or it might have been like this subtle thing. Like they've been digging at you, poking at you, like, and you haven't seen it for what it is because you just gave them a pass. Like you positively maybe projected, or you just saw them as a good person. So, and you needed them to be a good person. You needed them to be that, because I see like with this cycle that you haven't always had people that you can count on. And so it was almost a psychological defense, like a protection, because you couldn't face it, but you're strong enough now to face it. So oh, I feel like I want to like ground and do my qigong to really feel rooted, because it feels very chaotic, like you're ungrounded, like you got to take some deep breaths and realize that this is going to be a process, that you're okay, that you're going to figure this out in layers, in little steps. But part of it is you need to find a space where you can go and like be at peace. And I feel like you relied on this person to be your space in that way. And you have to find somebody who's not going to put their stuff on you. Like they're going to be a sounding board, someone who's safe, someone who's confidential. And also you need to find a ritual or routine where you can go inward. I don't know if you meditate. I think that you guys do. Like I have this feeling that you have some sort of process, whether it's in nature, whether you go on hikes or walks, or you live in a place where there's nature. But I saw 1111. That's how you connect to the divine. I feel like nature, and or I hear I hear that's where you're gonna find your connection to your guides, to your ancestors who can help you, who can give you this other sort of otherworldly safety that this person has been in the past. And you don't necessarily need to cut this person out or feel like you need to do something right now. You need to let it land and integrate, and it's going to be a process, and find your peace in other ways right now. Your safety. Oh, 3 flew out. Hold on. Okay. We got 17 flow. Yeah, and here he is in nature. He's holding the branch. So I don't know if you feel like you have a connection to trees, but like go hug a tree. Have you ever done that? Ask for permission before you just touch a tree. Say, you know, here I am. Can I exchange energy with you? And then you put your hand, if you feel like, okay, it's good, put your hand on the tree and feel the roots of the tree. They literally are underneath you. Roots extend very far and deep. And literally, you are being held by the tree roots, by the tree itself. Trees are very powerful. And nature is going to help you find that flow. Um, so, slowing down the process. And I even want to, I don't know if you do breathing practices, but you always want the exhale to be longer than the inhale when you're dealing with betrayal or grief like this. So you inhale through your nose and you exhale. And energetically, there's a little slight shift between exhaling with a whoo, like a and a. So experiment what that feels like. It's very nuanced. I mean, in Chinese medicine, the ha releases energy from your heart. The who is more from your liver and your spleen, where we store stress, anger, and overthinking and worry. But this is like anxiety. This is all the feelings kind of settle into the heart. So see what feels right. Listen to your body. I feel like that's also going to be what's going to give you and get you in the flow. Ultimately, there's victory. And ultimately, it's leading you to a happier place. This is 60, might be significant with other people. I see another person kind of speaking into your ear, and you're just laughing. Like somebody, maybe there's a friend that you have that helps you see things on a lighter side, and or they will be coming into your life. But laughter is going to be part of it. Trees, nature, laughter, finding that integrative, quiet space where you can be and renew yourself. Renew yourself. You have been through it. Like this is, I don't know who this is speaking to, but the types of transformations that you've gone through have been like cellular, bone deep. But there's a light essence in you that's like this golden energy that is in your core, that nothing that comes your way, and this one, these betrayals are harder to deal with than just like, I don't want to say harder. Sometimes they're because they're not, excuse me. Oh, yeah, grief. Oh, these betrayals are harder because they're harder to identify. It's harder to see this slow pattern or this slow erosion or what never was there, but it seemed like it was there. And it's subtle. But you've had this core, and you you actually are a very spiritual person, and you've kind of like you're in the process of gaining, if you don't have them already, and this is just I don't want to say it's a setback, but it's a little bit of a repeat of an old cycle that you maybe have already mastered. But you are growing angel wings. You are growing a new sense of power. And this is what's leading you into your new beginning too, because it's a new phase, it's a new life cycle. I'm going to get another card. Ooh, I want to come out. So, yeah, this is your Queen of Wands. Like, this is that confident you that's actually there. That's why you get mad at yourself for not seeing it, but you weren't necessarily supposed to see it. That's the thing. Like, we become more of this energy. If this is your template, this is your core being, like magnetic and powerful and confident and radiant. We have this, but it's meant to develop and evolve into a deeper embodiment. And we go through these cycles of repeat to take us down into the depths, the shadow, and then we emerge, we crawl out. And each time we have a death and a rebirth, we up level our level of magnetism, our level of power, our level of sensuality, our level of like, this is like, this is like, this is sensuality beyond schmacks. It's sensuality of like your very essence is radiant and powerful and magnetic. And I really feel this energy. You're very spiritual. This is a spiritual power too. Cat might be significant. You might have an allure to the felines of the world. What else is coming out? This is a new beginning emotionally. I feel like with your history and the betrayals that you've experienced before and the letdowns, I do feel like it's betrayals, deception. I don't know, but we got the Six of Wands again and the Victory card. Like you guys are gonna have this, and this is a new beginning emotionally for you. New relationships. I'm gonna grab another one of these cards. I felt drawn to use my I Ching cards and the energy cards and the Witch's Tarot. You are on a journey. You have a little, let's see, you have some luggage, you have lantern. There's light showing you that there's different ways, there's different directions that you can go. And you have gone places. You have not, yeah, confirmation bird. You have gone places. I think your nature is very courageous, very brave, very like, there's like a spunk, a sassiness to you. And you, that's why you get mad. Like when people think that they can pull something over you, it's like, who do you think I am? What do you think I stand for? These people know what you've been through. And that's what cuts deeper, is because they know what you've been through and they still were deceiving you. It's almost like that's what cuts worse. Like if somebody on the outside said, you explained what happened or what you've noticed about this person or their pattern, they'd be like, oh, that kind of sucks, or oh yeah, ew. But like the fact that they had access to you and that were so close to your inner circle, and they know the past betrayals, they know your history. Oof. Yeah. Pain purifies. There's a tear. I feel like once you get through like the unsettledness, the franticness, the feeling of betrayal and anger and disorientation, there's going to be a period of grief that needs to happen. It purifies you. It will help lead you to the new beginning. The Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles. I have so many cards here. It disappeared, but it's here. So I feel like it's going to be a process. We got the Three of Pentacles too. You're going to be in a cat. A cat. And writing, I think, is another really powerful way that you're going to not reconnect, but connect deeper. I feel like you're in tune to yourself. Like you are in tune to your emotions. You can identify them, but you carry yourself. So you don't wear your emotions always all over. You don't spill them out. You don't bleed them out for everyone. But you need to allow yourself to grieve. You need to allow yourself this process, this meditation time, this time connecting in nature, laughter, and just realize like you don't have to figure it out right now. If you're in the flow, it'll be just one little step. It's the next right step, and it'll lead you where you're going. So that's all for now. Blessings to you all. I love you.